Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie, Esther here, and today we're going to talk about some new Ghostface content coming to Dead by Daylight. So let's get started. So the information comes from the Twitter account of RJ Torbert. You'll remember that RJ Torbert is the gentleman in charge of licensing for Funworld, which is the company, the novelty mask maker, who created the iconic Ghostface mask that was used in the Scream series, and they're the license holder for the imagery of the peanut-eyed ghost mask. So we saw a couple different tweets from RJ over the last couple weeks. We had this one here on January the 16th, new additional mask by Funworld coming to Dead by Daylight. Stay tuned. And then yesterday he tweeted again, stay tuned, mask by Funworld coming for the Dead by Daylight game. And I just want to take a minute again. I know I've said things like this before, but I just want to emphasize what a great partner RJ Torbert must be. He just seems like, by all accounts, a really genuine and great person. You see other things on his Twitter feed, like these motivational Monday kind of posts where he talks about a quote from George Washington: "Perseverance and spirit have done wonders in all ages. Keep going, persevere, be diligent, be kind, never give up, and watch what happens." And then the tribute for 5 years since Wes Craven passed away just seems like a genuinely good all-around guy. He sends a motivational message here to somebody else. I'm a good judge of character, and I think not only are you very sweet, you have a bright future ahead of you. I don't know. He just seems like what a wonderful partner to work with. Anyway, get back to the topic at hand. So there are definitely a lot of possibilities of Ghostface Cosmetics that we could see in the future. My friend Nilarama, who is an expert on all things Ghostface, helped me out by sending me a few suggestions of what those could be, and I'm just going to run through of those possibilities with you here now. So the first one I'm going to show you here is the Scarecrow Ghostface outfit, and you can see that the mask has a burlap texture to it as well as the hood, and then the rest of the outfit is basically the classic Ghostface but in brown. Next we have the Zombie Ghostface mask, and you can see that it has a real decayed look to the mask. That's a pretty interesting one. I'd like to see that in the game. Next we have the Mummy Ghostface mask, and similar to the Scarecrow mask, you can see that there's a cloth texture over the top of the mask. A little more nuance on this one, but you can see the wrinkles in it, that there's fabric over the top. I think this one is less likely to happen though, in my personal opinion. Next we have this mask that's called the Viper Ghostface mask, as well as this one here that's called the Fang Ghostface mask. Pretty similar in style, but you know, there are choices that we could see in Dead by Daylight for sure. And of course, everybody wants the Wazzup Ghostface mask, which Funworld does own the license for, and they sell it. And theoretically, they could license that out to Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight has always said that they want to maintain that element of scariness. I don't know if they'll go for this. I do think it would sell really well, and some people have pointed out that it would make a good addition to come out right around April Fool's Day. Imagine if you had little Derpface peeking at you around the corner with his tongue sticking out. I think that would be amazing. I don't know. Some people think it would break the immersion of the game, but I think it would just be hilarious, and they should just go for it and do it. Now here's a pretty interesting one. This is called the Skeleface Ghostface mask, and it came out around the same time as the Devilface mask. So this one has a very interesting look to it. I'd love to see that one in the game. So I think that might be a strong possibility of something we'll see in the future. And then this one is called the Eerie Embers Smoldering Ghostface in green. And this is something that actually lights up in real life. Not sure how they could do that effect in the game though. Here's a little bit of a teaser video to show you what that mask looks like in real life in the dark, all lit up. Another theory is that they could be bringing the Scream television series mask into Dead by Daylight. I know there are some people who are interested in this, but this gets a little weird for me because then that goes into the half of the license that has to do with the film and television Scream license, which is separate from the Funworld license. But Funworld does make this mask and sells it on their website, so I'm not entirely sure of the licensing. If this mask were to come into Dead by Daylight, that could be an indicator that we might see perhaps the Scream movie franchise half of this license come to Dead by Daylight in the future as well. Fingers crossed, but it seems highly unlikely. Now, here's some interesting information. You remember me showing you that tweet from RJ Torbert with the In Memoriam tribute to Wes Craven. I believe that took place at the New Orleans Halloween show. And I see here from this Instagram account of Drowned Boy Cosplay that they were at the Halloween show and they got a look at the Funworld booth, and here's what they came away with. There's this oil slick or iridescent Ghostface mask. Could this be the mask that's coming to Dead by Daylight? Is this different enough from the chrome face mask? It does have that rainbow reflective effect, the oil slick in it. Can they do this in Dead by Daylight? Possibly. If you look at a character like the Spirit with the Hollowed Blight Spirit, and she has all those reflective shards, at one time I thought that those shards were actually reflecting secrets, because if you turned her body in the KYF lobby, you could see reflections of different maps in the glass shards on her body. And it turned out that rather than have the game always have to reflect whatever it is around it, they pre-programmed what the reflections would be. So they could do something like that with this oil slick mask too. I'm sure they've done it with the chrome face already, and just have it be in this iridescent rainbow pattern. So that'd be a pretty cool mask that we could see come out of Funworld and Dead by Daylight. The other interesting bit that came out of this Halloween horror show is that this licensing deal that they have with Funworld works both ways. And what I mean by that is the other item that they showed off for Ghostface coming out of Funworld is the Dead by Daylight red hood for Ghostface that we have in the game. They're going to sell that in real life. And you can see the 3 stripes in the shadows on the top of the hood here. And if you need further evidence that this is from Dead by Daylight, if you look off to the right, you can make out the Dead by Daylight logo there in behind this red hooded Ghostface. Pretty neat, huh? So that's all I have for you today. As far as the timing of when a new Ghostface mask would come to Dead by Daylight, I believe we've seen all the cosmetics that are coming out from now until March from the data mined in the files. However, we do have that one skip week when nothing is supposed to come out, but I'm presuming that is going to coincide with the public test build, so maybe they made a decision to not release a cosmetic then, or maybe there's going to be a surprise Ghostface cosmetic release then. But I think it's more likely that whatever this Ghostface cosmetic is, we won't see it until the middle of March. Maybe it won't even be until April, and it will make a good Wazzup April Fool's Derpface Ghostface running around in the fog for the 1st of April. So out of all the options that I've shown you, if you had your choice, what would you want to see come to Dead by Daylight? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, that's all the Ghostface news I have for you today. Thanks for watching as always, and take care of each other out there in the fog. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.